Hey everybody, welcome back to Josh Gets Lost, and today was supposed to be the start of Basementcraft Season 5. This is a survival Minecraft SMP where I got my start actually playing Minecraft for the very first time several years ago and have enjoyed it. But this is now the 5th season, and there's some changes to this season. Basementcraft is now part of a 2-world server. There's a free side called HyruleCraft, and then a Patreon connected side called Basementcraft. I'll put some links in the description below. Getting off of spawn in Basementcraft can always be a challenge. I joined the server about, a week, 2 weeks later than everyone else. So I'm kind of going to figure out what's going on here, despite being a little behind the game. All right, we got some spruce and some oak. Not a lot of animals or anything. I saw an Enderman. Or at least I saw the remains of one. And doing the punchy tree thing. Oh, that's why I was hearing a zombie. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Rah, rah, rah. Punch, punch, punch. Punch, punch, punch. Yeah. So, at this point, you may have noticed that there is no audio. And, unfortunately, I did not notice this as well till after about 3 or 4 hours of initial recording in this world. I went back to go, let's make an episode, and slowly but surely realized not only did I not have any voice audio, which was to be expected, but I also had no gameplay audio, meaning the start of the season is basically lost forever, at least audio-wise. So, let me catch you guys up. I did some quick murdering of sheep. I got my blue dye, light blue dye in the swamp there right away so I can get a light blue bed. All right, season is off to a fantastic start. We're in a boat because that's what I do at the beginning of seasons. I get in a boat, I go off and look for things. Oh, I found some treasure in a drowned monument. Ooh, a fishing rod. Oh, hello, polar bear. I see a shipwreck. Let's get some treasure. What treasures do we have? All right, got our first iron and gold of the world and emeralds. Boom. Shipwrecks are OP, man. That's always my strat when it's possible in a Minecraft world. And after a lot of exploring and some treasure finding, I eventually came to this area and found a village. In fact, this house right here ended up becoming my starter house. These villagers, some of them became very important to the project. Ooh, even found a stone cutter. We were good. And here is our area where we are going to make our base and build, found in the first 30 minutes of the server. And so over time, this began to be built up and changed. And now you can take a look at what it has become. So my theme for the season, if you couldn't guess already, was space exploration. And here in my little starter spaceship landed in this plains island out here in the middle of Basementcraft. I think we've made quite an impressive start to our space area. Let's take a look around and see exactly what is going on here. You can see, like any good space exploration, we got some music. Yeah, let's dance. All right. And we've got, all the little things you need, some storage. We've got a bed and barrels. We've got a stone cutter, an oven, and crafting table. And that's where we started our season. Hello, Alays. You guys are safe in this world because it is just 1.20. So no torturing you guys on campfires for XP over here yet. And here's where I got my start. This little area here is where I did a lot of my tree farming, as you can tell from the different soils and leftover trees. Over here is just a bunch of random stuff. There's my mass smelting area. Cooked a lot of quartz into smooth quartz over there as the season went on. I see some mob heads up here. This was my little villager house that I used for the initial part of the game. Got some of my potions and stuff in here. Used a lot of those for some of the projects that I did this season, especially invisibility. That was an important one for one of them. And yep, there we go. We've got some leftover composter and dripstone and little brother. So this little armor stand is named Little Brother, and it's got thorns on it. And I used it to get player heads of myself, and it would have a funny caption that I was killed by Little Brother. Still trying to figure out where I'm going to put these guys. I want to take them up in the sky, though, so that's why they're over here. Let's go up top. It's enough of the boring starter stuff. You guys know what a village looks like. Up here is my villager breeder. This is one of the first things I made in this world. And look at that. It's got a nice, cool space dome looking thing to it. And I still got a few villagers I can use. Ooh, what's that off in the distance? Oh, mystery that will be shown later. Over here is our iron farm. And in this iron farm, it's actually a double iron farm that is themed to look like a space station. It was a lot of fun coming up with this, building it here early game in survival, and especially trying to spawn proof things like solar panels and stuff like that, and coming up with a design that would work for the necessities of an iron farm, while also, oh, looks like I got a lot of iron to craft here. I miss auto crafting already when I go back to this world. It's only 1.20. These guys are my masons. They're where I got all my quartz. I need to build them a house. Sorry guys, have not done that for you guys yet. And over there is our nether portal. Looks kind of like a collider kind of looking thing. Makes sense, transports you between dimensions. And here is the Axiom. For those who've seen the movie WALL-E, remember the giant space cruiser where it had all these fun things, but everyone just sat around in their little electric pod vehicle things and watching screens? That's what our villagers are doing. They are the lazy people from the movie WALL-E, and this is where all of our librarians are, watching screens and taking in the view, which that is a nice view out this window. Something I really enjoy about this base is just catching glimpses of other parts of it. Because it's so spaced out, you can actually do that. Let's check out this bad boy. This is, of course, the Starship Enterprise, which was built here, but it is not just a fancy looking spaceship. It has a purpose. In fact, believe it or not, this is a working creeper farm. And at one point it was the highest thing built up here in the sky. And it produces lots and lots of gunpowder while I'm here at the base, more than I probably will ever need or use. But I thought this was a cool way to incorporate. This was actually my very first creeper farm that I ever built back a few months ago. I think it turned out pretty okay, if you ask me. The bone blocks, I think, really gave it a great coloring to look a lot like the original Star Trek ships there. And over here, this is one of my newer additions, a tree farm up here instead of down by the village. It's a little kind of planet where you can grow trees. Although the podzol is a little bit of a problem, so I'm a little annoyed by that. Here is this little crescent. Of course, Instone really does look like something from the moon or something, and little in farming there. Right. Oh, it's a horse. This is the nether portal, and Got a beacon in the way right now from where I was digging, but this is the middle of my base, what I affectionately call Sky City. And it actually goes from this level here all the way up to build height. And so you'll actually see there's something even at the very, very top. This is one of the things that I most love about this base, but was such a pain in the neck to do. The glow squid tank up here. So glow squid only spawn below like sea level, and you have to transport them. They do not, you cannot use water elevators to move them. You cannot, you have to basically take them on leads or in minecarts. Ooh, look at the shadows there with the shaders. That's pretty cool. I think the shaders are actually reflecting off of my transparent mask thing that I've got on my skin. But these guys, I had to bring them from the depths of the ocean by lead, put them into a minecart. Then I realized they would die of drying out in the minecart to get up here. So I ended up having to flood the mine tracks, and it went really slowly to get them up here, but eventually did, and they are all in perfect health and have been enjoying their time swimming up in the middle of space. Was a little inspired by the Purrgil from Star Wars, the space whales, to have those guys floating up here in space, and a lot of circular stuff to the design of this main building. This is the area of our storage where we have different stuff coming in from farms. We got a lot of different things going. I'll show you some of the farms later. This is a lot of bulk storage of things I collect, stone and dirt and all that wonderful stuff. Let's show you guys using free cam here is probably the easiest way. Hello squids. The different farms that are in this high-rise. We've got bamboo, concrete. This is our sniffer farm to get those plants, and the Alays being lazy over there in the corner. I do not like their AI at all. They are annoying. I got a 2 tall flower farm, regular flower farm, bee farm, honey farm going on there. We got a scoot farm if I ever need one of those. First time I've ever built one of that. And a pumpkin farm. So we've got all these different things. And oh, and there is my residence at the very top. Let's go check that out. Because you might think with a building this large, there's not very many details. But in fact, I definitely love putting in the details, even with these kind of more futuristic modern builds. The bamboo trapdoors over the lamps. Remember how high I thought that was earlier? We're basically now even with it as we're up here in this top apartment. We've got a little cozy entertainment area over here. This dog I found doing the Guardian Farm project that you guys will see later. And yeah, there's some screens. Let's go up to the second floor where our kitchen is. We've got different place settings and food. We've got the ovens with the blue pilot lights there on the bottom, which I thought was a cool touch. And of course, like any kitchen, we have the big spoon on the wall. It's actually just an invisible armor stand. I got a fridge and some space for cookbooks over there. There we go. And yeah, we've got this nice little cookie jar. It's an actual cookie jar. There's actually cookies in it if you broke it. We've got a sneaky little storage here with a infinite water source hidden behind the stairs as well if we ever needed that. We'll go up that elevator here in a minute. That goes to the very tippy top. And we've got my room. We got some flowers. We've got my computer desk. We can see that we're about even with the creeper farm now, which is pretty crazy. Got these nice bamboo hanging signs for our curtains. And we've got our black cat, which was the last of the cat variants we tamed in this world. Using armor stands, I made this RGB keyboard and mouse and coaster over here, which I thought was a nice touch for this room. It really makes it look like you're at work there or playing games or something. And yeah, I love my little house up here. It's one of my favorite parts of this build. Let's go to the very top, because there's something fun about build height is that there's an advancement you can get from villagers. But I didn't want to just do any villager advancement. I wanted to do one that was higher than anyone had ever done before, which means I needed to get a villager on a chicken, which is a whole complicated process. And I'll show you the farm for that later in this video. But Nigel up here, our cartographer, for those who follow my Basementcraft lore, he's an important villager that's been with us since season 2. He's up here on a chicken, and that means when he's standing up here and I trade with him, he is half a block taller than anywhere else. I'm still doing some projects there in the middle circle. I've got a really cool idea for it, but it's kind of my season finale thing. So I'm kind of waiting to see how long the season goes and whether or not it upgrades to 1.21 ever. Here we've got a full tropical fish tank in this skyscraper. Apparently I did not put anywhere to land on the outside here. There we go. You can see the tropical fish. We've got trees here. Why don't we just free cam this? There we go. We got kind of a different trees showcased in that pink and terracotta building. We've got a little cactus farm going there for green dye, and that one just looks cool. There's nothing really to put in it, so there we go. I definitely had fun with all the different like circles and kind of keeping these going around with the different staircases. That was something fun that I enjoyed doing. We see something else over there in the distance we'll get to here in a second, which is probably the thing I'm most proud of in this entire thing. But here is our sign for Sky City. And so all the farms and stuff feed into this from below and above. And as fate would have it, just off the shores of our little island was an ocean monument. We're going to make a few changes to this thing. So this is one of the builds that I am most proud of for this season. The cryonic harvester guardian farm. The idea here is that there are some people in this space world. Obviously their themes are a lot darker, purple and black, than our normal kind of color scheme, who are basically tearing up the world to harvest the resources from this guardian farm. And as this ice beam shoots down, it is causing a splash of the water that is turning everything into ice even while it expands outward and freezes. You can tell here, this was a ton of ice and snow to place down here as we shaped the splash and the ripple, the kerplunk, so to speak, as you might call it. But when you're up here, you can begin to see the guardians activating. And of course, the lore here is you saw all those SCT purple pods, basically freight cars being transported here, that the residents of Sky City seem to have not very much problem with those things happening. All right, we're back here at spawn where we started so many months ago. Up there was actually the farm where I got my Nigel on a chicken. But let's head back to our homeland. I'll probably do another episode where I show you some of the shops that we've built, which I think are pretty cool, but definitely have a different theme than our space world over here on this side of the server. If you're interested in joining the server, the free side, HyruleCraft, I will put a link and stuff in the description below. We'd love to have you on. Hopefully, I'll be building some more in this world. Let me know. Basically, you guys determine where I spend my time building and doing stuff by how you respond. So give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more builds like the ones in it. Hopefully, I'll see you around and have a great day. Later.